letting the people in.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Ancient Secrets Global Healing Miracle Call.
Morning.
Today is Sunday, May 17th, 2026. We welcome you all to this moment, which we hope to bring you something beneficial for your lives and for your spirit. We'd like to ask if there are any new people on the call today. If you could just put that in the chat, we would appreciate it so we can welcome you. And Rodell, if you could let us know if any new people are on the call, that would be great. Okay. So we'd like to let you know that this call is not for medical purposes. And if you could please show our disclaimer, Rodell. So we're not here to treat anything. We're here to bring information that we have found in our own lives to be beneficial. So please, if anything resonates with you, it's always a good idea to discuss it with your medical practitioner or your doctor. So any information that comes through is just given in that spirit. Thank you. Okay. And without further ado, we'd like to welcome our dear colleague, Katie, with announcements for today.
Welcome, everybody. It's always so good to see you all. I just love this gathering. So what have we got this week? We have our ongoing, thanks to dear Deborah Ann, 3-day detox reset at the end of the month. And that will be starting the last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of June. We know that it includes Sunday, when many of us will be traveling to Ashland, but it will be happening anyway. Deborah Ann will be there to support us all. The Ancient Secrets Family Reunion, which is happening in Ashland June 1st through 4th. And you still can, oh my God, that's going to be so great. We still can register, and I don't know if there still are meal tickets available. There might be. I know that the Pulse Clinic is at the moment full. After we have been together in Ashland in spirit or physically, there will be a 1-day silent retreat on June 20th. And Cornelia did that. There will be a preparatory call for this 1-day retreat on Tuesday, June 16th at 9 o'clock Pacific time. And Susan and Cornelia and I will be guiding this adventure into our souls with the intention of this will be an isolated event, but also the beginning of a continuing set of increasing numbers of days of silence. And so if you can join us for this 1 day, it would be magnificent. We are so excited to get to offer this. So I mentioned that the Pulse clinics in Ashland are full, but there is going to be a Pulse clinic Sunday, June 7th in Sarasota, Florida. And there will be a link for that. And also on June 9th in Georgetown, Delaware. So those have spaces available, and we hope that you can make it to one of them. That is all.
Great. Thank you so much, Katie. And speaking of detox, we have 2 very comprehensive testimonials from Katie and Karen, two of our community members, about their experience of a 30-day detox. And this one, the 30-day, is coming up. Is it in the fall? As I remember?
Yep.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So we just wanted to let you know this is a powerful process that Ancient Secrets offers. And we thought that you would really benefit from hearing about two different people's experience. So, Karen, could you share first, please?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Well, I've done the detox 3 times, and each time I did it with the Ayurvedic herbs. Um, I found it pretty easy to do, which I was surprised that I could get myself to do the 28 days of just eating monk soup, but actually, it's much easier than you'd think. Um, I followed the directions, and so some days you would be eating just monk soup without vegetables, and some days you have vegetables, and some days you have both. So I kind of played around with which vegetables I liked best, which combo. And after 28 days, I continued to eat the monk soup most days and started incorporating other foods so that my body had time to get used to new foods again. And the reason I did it this time was I recognized that I was really going down the path of sugar quite a bit, and I just needed to do a reset. And the whole time I was eating it, I felt really nourished. And I have to say, most days I was really looking forward to it. It really tasted good. A couple of days I go, oh no, not again. But it seemed to go away. So I just want to be honest. But most days I was really looking forward to it and didn't get tired of it because it's so good and you feel good eating it, and I felt much lighter. And each time I did it, I had experience, like if you have any kind of bloat where you're kind of blown up in your abdomen area, that totally left. So it was amazing. I didn't even realize I was bloated that much until it kept going down and down. And the first time I released 11 pounds, and I wasn't expecting that. This time it was about 6 pounds. I didn't do it to release weight, but it was an added benefit. The first time I really noticed a difference in how my joints felt, I didn't have any stiffness left, and before I had quite a bit of stiffness. So each time's different with the experience, but each time I did have my abdominal area just become flat. So that was awesome. So, I felt more energetic, more clear. It's a great thing to do. I totally encourage it. That's it.
Thank you, Karen. That's sounds like a wonderful benefit on many levels for you. Yeah, great. Thank you. Katie, how about yours?
Yeah, I love hearing people's stories of the detoxes, and it's especially a great addition now to be able to do it with a group. So when we do it in the fall, I will be with whoever is doing that. The first time that I did a detox, and I don't know if I've done it 4 or 5 times, the 30 days, but the first time I was completely on my own. Um, and I mean, I had the instructions, and Cornelia had created a beautiful kind of program and calendar and schedule for us. And it was intense. So that was the first thing that Dr. Clint told me to do was the 28-day detox. And I thought that I had been eating really well. I ate mostly organic, local, um, but not eating correctly for my body. And I think for some of you this will be a repeat, but in 1997, I had pneumonia for the third time in my life, and I never recovered. And got progressively worse and worse to the point where I had to stop working and had no energy. And the diagnosis is myalgic encephalomyelitis or chronic fatigue syndrome. I was in a wheelchair and just in my house to get from one room to the other. And I started doing this detox And oh, all of those years since 1997, I had all over body pain. And I just came across an old journal and where my functional medicine doctor had me tracking on a pain scale. And so this number is comparison to giving birth without drugs. I was consistently at a 6, and that was just my normal. A 4 was a really good day. So I'm saying that because 2 weeks into the first detox that I ever did, I had no pain, like zero. And I could not believe, I mean, I was speechless and did not share that with my husband because I thought maybe I was, making it up. And, but it continued. And I can't fully describe the physical benefits of doing that detox. It launched an ongoing healing that is still continuing. And but that marker of no pain, I mean, I hadn't been pain free since 1997. And so that's good motivation to keep doing it. And every time I have done the detox, it's been different. Sometimes I've done it with the herbal supplements, sometimes I have not, on the advice of idea. um what I've noticed is that as the physical healing continues and kind of takes a back seat, though, the emotional healing that can happen during one of these detoxes is really remarkable and was completely unexpected. So many benefits. I could go on and on. I'm not going to. I just want to heartfeltly invite you all to participate and join us when we do this because the results are phenomenal. And not every 30-day detox gives phenomenal results, but enough that it keeps me coming back for more. So there we go.
Great story, Katie. Thank you so much. And I'm assuming that there'll be information on this next upcoming detox in the newsletter. Is that correct?
Yeah, we will have it after Ashland because right now there are so many other things going on. So we will have the
Right.
website and everything for registration and the date, everything ready right after Ashland.
Great. And I think Dr. Vinay said that there are some detox kits going to be available as well. Limited number from what I recall reading.
I think we will have plenty at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. These detoxes are something that are rare, precious gems. You just don't find this in too many places in the world, and it's a wonderful gift that has been put together for the benefit of our community. So I'm very grateful for that. So that being said, I'd like to move into our topic for the day, which is the breath of life. So I mentioned to some of our colleagues this morning that this topic for me is something that I felt a need to learn more about. I've been consciously being more aware of my breathing. It's something that I see I have some unconscious resistance to, and it feels very good to confront the place in me that will not breathe fully. And I know that for myself, it's going to be beneficial not only physically, but emotionally, because I think the general wisdom out there is that when we are in a challenging emotional state or moment, that one of the first things that happens is we stop breathing. This is what we did as kids if we felt threatened. It felt like a way to depart from that challenging moment, to sort of split off the challenge of the moment. So the actual act of breathing can bring us back into the moment and create the potential to reintegrate some of what we inadvertently took away from our totality in those childhood moments because we were threatened. So in the study of this breathing, I found some important details that I was not quite aware of, but the importance of oxygen being the number one nutrient in the body. We can survive for long periods of time, days, sometimes even longer, without water or food. Without oxygen, we will not last very long. It's absolutely essential. And the invitation to ourselves to breathe more, I think, is a precious thing that we can potentially step into today to invite more breathing, more conscious breathing. So, Rodell, if you could bring up the lyrics for this piece. This is a piece that is a musical piece by a friend whose name is Kim Rosen. She's a poet. She wrote a beautiful book called Saved by a Poem. And she's also a musician. And this piece was co-composed by Kim Rosen and Jamie Saber. And it's based on a poem by Rumi. The translation of the poem is by Coleman Barks, who is probably Rumi's #1 translator. So I'm going to read just one quick quote before we start the music. And this is by another friend who wrote beautiful poetry, Michael Bratnick. He passed away in 2008. And Michael did a study of breathing and wrote little, very short meditations on breathing over a period of about 3 months. So this one says, "My mind slips away from the world and empties, and empties along with my lungs as I breathe out." I'll repeat that. My mind slips away from the world and empties along with my lungs as I breathe out. Okay, and Rodell, if you could start the song, please. Close your eyes if you'd like. Drop from your head.
Not Christian or Jew or Muslim, not Hindu, Buddhist, Sufi or Zen, not any religion or cultural system. I am not from the east or the west, not out of the ocean or up from the ground, not natural or ethereal, not composed of elements at all. I do not exist. Am not an entity in this world or the next. did not descend from Adam and Eve or any origin story. My place is the placeless, a trace of the traceless, neither body or soul. I belong to the beloved, have seen the two worlds as one, and that one called to and know. First, last, outer, inner, only that breath, breathing, human being. First, last, outer, inner, only that breath, breathing, human being.
Waves ride the stillness at the bottom of my breath. My heart beats with them. Breath is obviously an amazing gift to the body that we don't have to think about doing it. It's just there. It's automatic. And when it's not happening, we can notice changes. And moving into more details about breathing, oxygen is a crucial nutrient to the body, and it affects every cell in the body. Plays a critical role in energy production, cognitive function, and the body's natural healing processes. It creates energy in the body, used by the mitochondria to convert food into ATP, the energy molecule that powers everything from walking to thinking. So when we're deprived of oxygen, we deprive our body and cognition of having its best experience. The brain consumes approximately 20% of the body's total oxygen supply. So oxygen is essential for concentration, memory, alertness, and preventing cognitive confusion. Oxygen supports the immune system, acts as a fuel for white blood cells, enhancing their ability to destroy harmful bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Oxygen stimulates the growth of new blood vessels and accelerates the repair of damaged skin, bone, and muscle. Reduces fatigue, helps alleviate feelings of exhaustion, and provides the energy needed to maintain an active lifestyle. It's required for muscle contraction and helps reduce muscle fatigue and soreness after exercise. Oxygen helps us sleep better, supports more restful sleep, and particularly beneficial for individuals with conditions like sleep apnea. Increased oxygen can provide relief from headaches, migraines, stress by facilitating detoxification. When the body cannot absorb enough oxygen naturally due to conditions like COPD, pneumonia, or pulmonary fibrosis, supplemental therapy is used. So this is why it's so often used in hospitals where you have folks getting that precious oxygen through tubes. And oxygen, of course, will reduce sensation of shortness of breath during activities. Another thing that oxygen does is help to manage chronic wounds. So in our daily lives, we have opportunities to breathe or not breathe. One of the things that I became aware of probably last year sometime is how important it is to monitor the air quality in our homes. It's so easy to have stale air, which is literally very deficient in oxygen. A lot of the newer thermostats that are put into buildings these days actually have an air quality sensor that will keep us aware of that quality of air in the house. One of the things that I prefer doing is exercising outdoors. because of the quality of the air being better. So if we're in a challenging environment, in an urban environment, it can be important to maybe have something like an air purifier that will take out some of the toxic material. So that being said, the benefits of oxygen are great and wonderful. And Katie, I see you have your hand raised.
I do, because I got very excited. This is really relevant for people who have been diagnosed with myalgic encephalomyelitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. There have been studies that have shown that metabolism of oxygen is reduced by at least 20% in people with these diagnoses. And I mean, they're all of the things that you mentioned. Fatigue, brain fog is a huge, huge challenge. And it has been demonstrated that for many people with ME, our muscles don't access oxygen properly. So there's not recovery. One of the main symptoms or signs of that diagnosis is post-exertional malaise. So our muscles are not getting enough oxygen to recover or rebuild energy. And I'm wondering if what happened for me was in changing my diet and doing the detox and then following the food recommendations, if somehow that shifted that mechanism. I mean, that's super exciting to me because it explains so much. You know, when we talk about the channels or the shrotas in Theta Beta being opened, that must be what's happening. That's just awesome. Thank you, Jerem.
Very welcome, Katie. Great point too. Thank you. So, and then the emotional component, I think, is really maybe as important as the physical. So, sort of bringing awareness to just sort of checking in periodically on our breathing to see, am I breathing right now? I looked at some YouTube videos sent to me by another dear friend, Joe Polisi, who works with, he's a high-level yoga master, and he works with professional athletes at times, and works with them on their breathing, which is not normally the menu that professional athletes will be given information on. And he's found that significant benefit in terms of performance can come through awareness of breathing techniques. Another form of oxygenation that I became aware of some years ago, I don't have a lot of information on it, but it's something that is out there. I know Dr. Steve Wexler, who's on some of our calls, uses the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. And this is where a person who's experiencing some challenges will go in to this environment where there's a concentrated form of oxygen that the person can breathe. And you can look these up online. And I just noticed yesterday that you can actually get a home device. It's described as HBOT. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is called HBOT. Okay. So, Susan, I see you have your hand up.
Two things just very quickly, and thank you, Jerem, for bringing this to our attention. First thing I want to say is this profound medicine is free. So far, they haven't been able to monetize it. So it's free for all of us. So I think that's pretty cool. And then the second thing I want to say is that my yoga teacher just taught me or taught a class about breathing. And she talked about the benefits of nose breathing versus mouth breathing. And in nose breathing, all those little hair follicles or the hairs in our nose purifies the air as it comes in. So to the best of your ability, nose breathing is really potent. Just
Also humidifies your air.
and humidifies your air. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, I've watched a number of videos by a man named James Nestor, Nestor, who wrote a book called Breath, which has some very good information in it. And he talks about using the nasal breathing rather than through the mouth. And I've been trying to focus on that. I take my dog Bodhi out for walks almost every morning on local trails. We have an amazing little area just 2 blocks from our house, and to use that breathing as we walk. And it just feels very, very good, and especially with all the trees there. So Karen, what would you like to say?
I'll just quickly say that I did use an HBOT machine after my knee surgery just once, but I measured the swelling in my knee beforehand, and then after I did it, I measured it, and I think it went down 3 inches. So it was effective in healing.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, Shifra.
Wow, no, this is a beautiful presentation, and I love trees, and they give us, on a physical level, they give us our oxygen, and we give them our, I guess it's carbon dioxide. I hope I'm getting that right. Yeah, and there's a Jewish prayer. It's a really, really beautiful prayer, and it's called Nishmat Kol Chai, and it can mean soul, but it also means the breath of life. And it calls the creator that, and it's a very, very beautiful prayer. So, yeah, I have found it helpful. I found something online. It's called Buteyko breathing, and it was like really slow. Sometimes when I do the deep breathing, it makes me a little anxious. I do it anyway, but this was like very low anxiety producing, and I found it very helpful. And
See, I think that's so important you're saying that, Schiffer, because again, there's so many wonderful breathing techniques out there, and to find the one that works best for you. Some of them don't work well for me, and we've actually got two members of our community who are very good at breathing. Cornelia and Luke going to demonstrate a couple of them in a few minutes. So
great. That's
thank you.
great. And there's another one where you breathe in 4, you hold for 7,
Right.
and you breathe out 8, but you only do it 4 times. And if you're really, really stressed, it can be very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jacob, hi there.
Hello. There's actually a mudra to bring a deeper breathing, to bring it all the way down into your stomach. You put your ring finger and your thumb together, and then you can try it without doing the mudra and doing the mudra, so you can feel the difference and how easy it goes all the way down. And in the 3-year course, we didn't went that much into this, but when I was in India, I met it was an old man. It's a Western man, but he moved to India, and his specialty was breathing, and he explained to me that there's breathing for specific things. Like, for example, if you want to reduce your vata, if you want to reduce your pitta, if you want to reduce your kapha, you use a different type of breathing. I have his information, so if it's appealing to someone, just contact me and I can share the information of this gentleman with you. He speaks perfect English, of course, because he's an American originally, but he moves to India. And so that's my contribution. Thank you for the topic.
Thank you so much, Jacob. And many of you know that Jacob hosts wonderful, wonderful Sunday calls as well. And Jacob, I'm hoping maybe you could incorporate some of that information in a future call. That'd be great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We can do that. Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I'd like to move now to one of our in-community experts, dear Cornelia Merck. Cornelia, please take the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Jerem. Yeah, breathing is, when it comes to what I'm doing, working with the body all the time, breathing is very, very important because it is where the first movement comes from. When we come out of the womb, the movement of breath is the very first thing we actually do. And as Jam already said, or Susan, we are not really, we don't have to do breathing. We are actually breathed all the time. It happens automatically. So there's no effort normally. Unfortunately, because of a lot of things that happen in our lives, our breathing habits or the way we are breathing might not actually sustain health really. And I would actually, I was mentioning in the pre-call that I would like to introduce more or less a new word for most of the people here on the call. And that word is actually salutogenesis or genesis, salutogenesis. And when it comes to health and healing, we normally look for pathogenesis, where we actually look, where does disease or illness come from? Whereas someone, his name is Aaron Antonovsky, he came up with that term of salutogenesis, and that translates into actually what is the origin of health. And when you really go into that, the very first that comes to our mind is, of course, the breath. As Jem already said, without the oxygen, we couldn't live. That's the most important ingredient. But there are a lot of things that we can do, and we have heard of all of that. We can do the diet. There are so many tools. We have mamas, all of that is contributing to maintaining or creating health. And unfortunately, our focus is always how do we kind of cure the disease instead of actually what is there for us that would sustain our health or creates the health. So for me, that is a total shift in focus when it comes to health and healing, that we actually look, what can we do? And breathing is one of them. And the breath that I would like to do for some of you, I have already shared it with you, is actually the breath that you are using to create what is called the heart-brain coherence. And there's three steps that we are going to use for that. And the first one is that you actually just come back to your body, to your inner world. And you can do that by, first of all, of course, finding a comfortable position and closing your eyes and focusing inward. And what I want you to do, because we want to create a coherence between the head and the heart, I want you to touch the area around your heart. You can do that either with one finger, with two fingers. You can put your palm on your chest so your fingers touch your heart. Or you can do the mudra like the monks the Buddhist monks are doing. That also is not a religious position. It's actually a mudra, and it's actually meant to focus onto the heart. So by holding your hands here or here, you are actually already connecting and bring your awareness to that part of your body. So let's just do that for a moment without changing your breathing. Just sense your fingers on your heart. You might feel your heartbeat underneath your finger, just for a moment. And now the second step that we're going to do is to actually control our breathing. And we do that by breathing in, and I picked the number 5. So we breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inhale again for 5. And exhale for 8. And let's do that again. And as we have mentioned before, we are all different. So for some of you that might not feel comfortable at all. So find your own breathing rhythm where your inhale is shorter than your exhale. Just make sure that you exhale longer than your inhale. That sends a very powerful message to your body. Because the moment when you really slow your breathing down and your exhale is very long, you are actually signaling your body that it is safe, that you are safe. We only breathe like that when we feel safe. So we are actually have a big impact on our nervous system just by breathing this way. And now as a third step, let's focus on an emotion, and you can pick which one. I like the one for gratitude, but other ones would be appreciation, compassion, or care. These are the neutral emotions that have the best impact on our body, because words like love mean different things to different people, whereas gratitude is actually a neutral word. So I invite you now for the next 2 minutes to bring up anything that you are grateful for while you are keeping that kind of breath, and bring up in front of your mind all the things that you are grateful for. The people in your life, your body, whatever it might be. And by connecting to your emotions, you're actually pulling the energy from your brain right into your heart, and you're creating heart coherence. And then one last deep breath in. And you might want to exhale with a long sigh. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I would really like you to leave you with that one question, the shift from what can I do to get better with all the things that are actually challenging in my life, to the question, what can I do to actually create and maintain health in my life? That's a completely different question. And to look for the tools that you might find everywhere and use them. Thank you, Jerem, for letting me speak.
Wow, thank you, Cornelia. That's pretty profound. I sure felt a shift from that. Yeah, wow. Such simple ways we can shift our reality. So, okay, and next we have our dear Luke that's going to show us some more techniques.
Hello, everybody. I am going to show and involve everybody in doing this with me. 2 breathing exercises. One will relax you very much, and the other one will invigorate you. The first one is pranayama, which means in Sanskrit, the breath of life, or the regulation of the energy force within you. And this is something that I actually do every morning before I sit down in my meditation area. And I always start out with pranayama. And I've been doing this for decades. And it's such a beautiful way to ease the body, to slow everything down. And the benefits are it relaxes you, it helps to relieve stress and anxiety, lowers blood pressure, helps you to sleep better. And as Susan was saying earlier, nose breathing is very beneficial, and pranayama is about nose breathing. So I'm going to demonstrate it, and then we'll do it for about a minute. So we start out with the right hand, the thumb on the right hand, breathing, pressing the nostril, and we breathe in through the left nostril. And we hold it, and as we hold it, we switch fingers like that. And then we let the breath out of the other nostril. And then we breathe in with this nostril, switch fingers, and we breathe out through the left nostril. And that's the practice. We go back and forth. So I usually do it for a few minutes. We're just going to do it for 1 minute together. Okay, so start out here like this. Take a deep breath in through your left nostril. Hold it for 4. Switch fingers. Breathe out through your right nostril. So now that I've shown you how to do this, we're going to do this for a minute, starting right now. Just do it on your own. Deep breath in. Hold for 4. Switch. Deep breath out. Okay. So again, when you do that on your own, it's extremely relaxing. And then it's a beautiful way to then transition into meditation. So that's pranayama. The next breathing exercise invigorates you. And this was invented by a Dutch athlete named Wim Hof. He invented this breathing exercise. He's also known for the cold plunge. He likes to plunge his body into ice cold water, and that is extremely invigorating if you're up for such a challenge. So with this particular breathing exercise, there's three aspects to it: the hyperventilation, the breath retention, and the breath recovery. So I'm going to demonstrate it. And when you actually do it in the breath hyperventilation, you want to do it at least 30 or 40 times, but we're not going to do 30 or 40 today. We'll just maybe do 10. What happens is it's breathing like this. So, we'll only do 10, maybe 15 of those, but normally you want to do 30 or 40 of those. And then on the very last exhale, so it's that when you exhale, you hold it for as long as you can until you feel you must breathe in again. And then on the final breath in, you hold that for about 15 seconds and then let it out. So I'll demonstrate. And you could do this with me. So let's do 15 of the breath the way I just showed you, breathing in and out. On the last breath, just don't breathe at all until you feel you must breathe in. And when you breathe in, hold it for 15 seconds. So it's like this. Do it with me. Five more. Breathe out. Don't breathe until you feel you must breathe in. And when you breathe in, hold for 15 seconds. So that is the Wim Hof breathing exercise, and it's very invigorating. Now, a number of us here, we get together every morning and we do this together along with Mormons and meditation. So I want to show you another way you could do it, where you could bring your body into it, and it's really invigorating. I'm going to stand up. So it's like this. And then on the final one, when you breathe out, you could shake your body around like that. And then you take your final breath in. So that adds to the process of invigoration. So there you go. Two breathing exercises, one for relaxation and one for invigoration. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much, Luke. And what do you find? Is there anything other than invigoration that the Wim Hof breathing is helpful with?
Absolutely. I'm even feeling this right now. It just like with pranayama, even though the process is different and it is invigorating, it's very relaxing. It helps with stress reduction and anxiety, helps you to sleep better. It just actually is very good for your immune system. So it has a lot of wonderful benefits. Thanks for asking, Jerem.
Great, great. Yeah, I love doing the Wim Hofs, and like this morning, we had a chilly morning here. It was 39 degrees, and I went and did it outside to get that fresh air, and it just felt wonderful. Okay, well, we are chock full of wonderful information. Thank you all so much. We're going to move into breakout rooms in a moment. But before we do that, just want to express my gratitude to our whole team, to everybody. Cornelia, Rodell, Robin is here. Carol, Luke, just thank you so much for helping these calls in such a generous and graceful way. So if we'd all put our hands together and salute each other, salutogenesis form here. So, and our salutary greeting is, I love you and I'm with you.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Thank you,
Love you.
Jerem.
I love you and I am with you. I love
Stick
you
around, break
and I
out.
am with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I am with you.
Love you and I'm with
I
you.
love you and I am with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm
I
with
love
you.
you and I am with you.
Jerem,
Thank you.
Jerem, do you want to announce the challenge for the week,
Yeah.
please?
Thank
Oh,
you.
yes, right. Thank you, Cornelia. I've been breathing so much that my my brain is overactive right now. So the challenge this week is to just be aware of your breathing. Just take a moment every time you think of it. Check your breathing. See if you're breathing deeply. See if you've stopped breathing, and check in emotionally and welcome in any emotions that may need to be welcomed in with that wonderful breathing that we have learned today. And remember, there are many other beautiful breathing techniques you can look up online. Make sure it's the right one for you. And again, thank you so much. And please join us in the breakout rooms if you're able. Thank you. Thank you.
People.
Okay. They are coming.